Yeah, I know what you guys are gonna say. I know what you're gonna say already. I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say. There's a second leg at Anfield. I know you guys are gonna say that. I know you guys are gonna say that. But let's keep it real here. Let us keep it a buck. Let us keep it 1K. Liverpool, they were poor on the day. Simply put, they were poor. Did not live up to their lofty standards that they have set this season. Currently running away with the Premier League. 76 points after 26 matches. You're talking about 25 points ahead of the rest. 25 points ahead of the Brady Bunch. And you go to the Wanda Metropolitano, the place where you won the Champions League last season. And you come up with this performance? Like, come on. Yeah, I know what you guys are going to say. I know what you guys are going to say. There's a second leg at Anfield. I know you guys are going to say you deserve penalties for handballs, the Lodi handball, and then a handball late in the second half there. But to be fair, the second half shout was a handball. Player had his arms to his body. The Lodi one, kind of questionable because it appears to touch his arm and he was sliding like across the edge of the box. So it was a non-call. Maybe it should have been given. But who am I to say? Because there was VAR and there was a referee on the field. But maybe it deserved a look. But it wasn't given. That did not happen on the day for Liverpool. Early goal for Atletico Madrid. Early goal. Early goal. And after scoring that early goal, which was a scrappy goal, they closed up shop. They parked the bus. They were compact. They put bodies behind the ball. And Liverpool couldn't come up with anything to break them down, to cut through this very resolute and formidable Atletico Madrid defense. Under Mr. Game Management himself, Diego Simeone. 1-0 win to Atletico Madrid. 1-0 win to Atletico Madrid. Yeah, I know what you guys are gonna say. I know what you guys are gonna say. There's a second leg at Anfield. Jurgen Klopp has never lost a two-legged tie since he came to Liverpool. I know you guys are gonna talk about the handballs and the non-calls and the unfair refereeing decisions that didn't go your way. But just take a look at the way your team played today. Take a look at the way Liverpool played today. They weren't at their best. And this ain't the Premier League where you're going to brush aside team not playing at your best. This is Atletico Madrid at home, where it's a fortress. You think Anfield's a fortress? This is a fortress too. That's a fortress. What a game. What an enthralling contest. The champions of Europe, champions elect of England, and world champions, Liverpool, defending champions, Liverpool, coming up against Atletico de Madrid, fourth in La Liga, but not far behind, not 25 points behind the likes of Real Madrid and Barcelona. So even though they're transitioning this season, they're still a very decent outfit. And Jurgen Klopp, in his pre-match, I should say, interview, he did give Atletico Madrid the credit they deserve. And he said they're a very difficult team to break down. But if there's any team capable of doing it, it's Liverpool. And he was right, but it was always going to be a difficult task to go to Wanda Metropolitano and get a result or even get a goal. An away goal would have been massive for Liverpool in this contest here. In this tie, Going to Anfield with an away goal, that would have been big. But Liverpool, they were very uncharacteristic on the day. Very, very uncharacteristic performance. They got the possession, they had shots off at goal, but they weren't clinical enough. They weren't themselves. They weren't themselves. This is not the Liverpool team we see week in and week out brushing aside Premier League teams. But we know that Liverpool haven't been good on the road in the Champions League for the last 2 seasons. Group stage last season, lost all 3 games. Group stage this season, lost to Napoli and then drew to Napoli at home, and now losing to Atletico Madrid, which is only their 3rd loss in all competitions this season. One of their losses was with the under 23 team, or maybe you should say under 19 team. So they have been really good, and we can't discredit what Liverpool have done this season in all competitions. But what's important is their performance today, and it wasn't good. It wasn't good. It was a poor performance. It was a poor performance. And if you're going to come on here to tell me that it wasn't a poor performance, you're lying to yourself and you're in denial. I recently made a video and I said that when Liverpool lose, their fans don't really come out to watch the videos. But whenever they win, they show up in their numbers. Let's see how many Liverpool fans show up to watch this video today. I'll be taking notes today. Let's see how many Liverpool fans show up today and what they're going to say in the comment section. I'm ready for this. I'm so ready for this. But both teams fielded strong 11s. Very, very strong 11s. I was kind of surprised with the 11 that Atletico Madrid fielded. Oblak in goal. Few mistakes in the match, but wasn't punished. And we know how good he is. So that was very, very uncharacteristic of him to make those errors. But Liverpool did not pounce on these errors. Savic and Felipe at the back. I was surprised that Diego Simeone chose that pair and not Jose Maria Jimenez partnering one of these guys, maybe a Felipe. I was kind of surprised with that. And both Felipe and Savic came up with big performances on the day. Remember Felipe blocking that Salah shot that should have been put in the back of the net. And I'll get to Salah very, very soon. Right back. Right back for Atletico Madrid, Vasalico. He has been out on a very long injury layoff, and it's nice to see him playing in such a high intensity game. The Croatian is very injury prone, or maybe some people said don't say that he's injury prone. He's been suffering from a lot of major injuries as of late. He put on a very, very good performance. Left back, Renan Lodi, one of the best players on the field on the night. He really, really impressed, and he defended well and he pushed forward very, very well. One of the highlights was when he dart that ball in and Andy Robertson had to come up with that big clearance. That would have surely been a tap in by Morata, or maybe not. With Morata and the end of things, you never know. But Atletico's defense, they were good. They were good. They were really, really good. Not going to say 10 out of 10, but they were up there. They were up there. Very compact in the middle of the field as well. Thomas Partey, man. Thomas Partey, flying under the radar there. Probably the man of the match. It's either him or Renan Lodi. But Thomas Partey, man, the Ghanaian was so big, helping out in defense, doing the dirty work, doing the hard work, taking the ball away from Liverpool, and just... That was a big performance by Thomas Partey. Big performance by Partey. Koke, Saul Niguez, these guys had really good matches as well. Thomas Lemar, who came off at halftime, was so-so, and that just sums up the season he has been having up top Alvaro Morata had his chances but failed to beat Alisson, as we all know. And the last player, Angel Correa, who was busy on the night, but I don't think he was as effective as he could be. But he had an okay game as well. He had an okay game. He had an okay game. Off the bench came Marcos Llorente, who came on at halftime for Tomalema, and that was an indication of how Diego Simeone was approaching the game, how he was actually managing the game very, very well. Compact in the middle, bringing on a defensive midfielder for a left-sided midfielder or left winger in Thomas Lemar to just say, listen, we're going to close up shop today. Liverpool, thou shalt not pass. And they didn't. They definitely didn't. Diego Costa came on late to frustrate the Liverpool players, and Vitolo had a nice cameo as well. Really, really good defensive showing by Atletico Madrid. Really good counter-attacking football by them as well. Really, really frustrated the Liverpool defense. Got in behind on quite a few occasions. Forced errors out of a not-so-error-prone Virgil van Dijk. And that sums up Liverpool's night. That really summed up Liverpool's night. So Atletico Madrid, congratulations on this 1-0 win. But I just want to let you know this. It is not over. It is not over. Because as the Liverpool fans are going to say, there is a second leg at Anfield. As for Liverpool, Alisson in goal. Alisson in goal. Had a solid game. He wasn't to blame for the goal. Wasn't to blame for the goal. Really good set piece, a corner taken by Koke. Savic wasn't able to win the header. And Fabinho, who you Liverpool fans love to say is the best defensive midfielder in the world, and you forget about guys like Thomas Partey, and guys like Fernandinho, and guys like N'Golo Kante, which is quite disrespectful if you ask me, was basically sleeping. The ball fell, bam, hit his leg, his foot, went into no man's land and fell nicely to Saul Niguez, who put it away. Early 4th minute goal, and shut up shop. Shut up shop. Lock it up, take the key and throw it away. Throw it away. So Alisson wasn't to blame for that goal. Otherwise, he did his job. Pulled off a few big saves, especially that one from Morata, who should have scored that one, but Alisson, arguably, note I said arguably, the best goalkeeper in the world, he wasn't to be at fault for that one. Van Dijk, Gomez at the back. I think Gomez had a better game than Virgil van Dijk to date, which is kind of weird saying that. Van Dijk gave away the corner that resulted in the goal, and then an aerial ball came in, and he was the one who didn't clear it properly, and it fell nicely to Morata, almost ended up in the back of the net. So it wasn't his best game. It's not one to... It's a game he would want to forget. Let's just put it that way. Robertson, he had a very solid game. Going forward as well as helping out in defense. And as I said, came up big with that clearance from that Renan Lodi cross. And he had a solid game. Right back, Trent Alexander-Arnold, I think, was quite subpar. He wasn't his usual self. A few balls he tried to cross in went over the crossbar. And his deliveries wasn't on point today. It wasn't that Trent Alexander-esque type deliveries that you get on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. Wasn't able to deliver the ball on a platter for the likes of the Van Dijk and the rest guys inside. And to go back to Joe Gomez, I can remember that crossing from Joe Gomez to Salah, one of the best chances, and Salah head wide. So Liverpool did get a few chances, but they weren't clinical on the day. And they're usually more clinical. If they get 8 chances, they usually put away at least one, and they were incapable of doing that on the day. So their defense wasn't the best on the day, I should say. And you could see Atletico Madrid getting in behind time and time again. So look, it's not Premier League teams you're dealing with here. It's Atletico Madrid. This is a team that has made 2 Champions League finals, semi-finals, won the Europa League, and it's Diego Simeone at the helm. Before Diego Simeone was the manager, Atletico Madrid was not this type of monster. But with him there, oh man, it's like the team just takes on the persona of the manager himself, Diego Simeone, the Argentinian. So Jurgen Klopp, very furious on the sidelines today. Very furious. Probably feel aggrieved that some of the decisions didn't go his way. It was kind of when he was behaving with all his antics, resulting in him even getting a yellow card. It was kind of hard to gauge why he was behaving like that, to be honest, because I was actually catching the PSG Dortmund game as well, which I'll get to at the back end of this video. I that was showing, but I was mostly watching, the Liverpool Atletico Madrid game because I'm more invested in that one. Even though I did see the goals and a few more instances from the PSG Borussia Dortmund game, this one was a bit more like you can't get your eyes off the television. At the back end of the PSG Dortmund game, it was kind of hard. It was kind of hard getting my eye off that one. And throughout that period, Liverpool, it's like they just went from bad to worse in the game. They just went from bad to worse in the game. So, midfield. Henderson, who had a decent game, to be fair. He had to go off with an injury there. So, Liverpool fans will be hoping that that's nothing serious. And Wijnaldum, his partner, and Fabinho, they had so-so games. To be honest, they had so-so games. I think they could have done better. They had so-so games, very busy as usual, but not as effective as they usually are. Sadio Mane taken off at halftime. And that one kind of puzzled me a bit. I was like, is Mane injured? Because remember, he's just coming back from an injury layoff. And I'm like, is it a change of tactics? Why you taking off Sadio Mane, bringing on Origi? Is it the fact that I think he did pick up a yellow card in the game, and Klopp was kind of worried that he could get a red and he would miss the second leg at Anfield? I really don't know the rationale behind taking off Mane. Seriously. Firmino, busy as usual, almost set up Mo Salah for that goal that came off the head of Felipe. I think Salah should have scored at least one of those. The header that was set up by Gomez, and that ball was played in right in the box. He had the world of time to decide whether he wanted to put it to the left or put it to the right, and he put it to the left, and Felipe was right there to head over. And that summed up his game. He didn't have the best of games either. So Liverpool, all in all, subpar performance. I'm not afraid to say that. Subpar performance. And I predicted them to walk away with something from this game, and they didn't. So the substitutes in Divock Origi. Origi, kind of frustrating to watch him, to be honest, in this game. Kept going down on the left flank and kept getting bad touches and putting the ball out for goal kicks, attempting to dribble through. But Atletico Madrid was always too compact for him. Oxlade-Chamberlain came on for Mo Salah there. To be fair, not to great effect. And Milner came on for Henderson. Not to great effect either. Definitely not. So Atletico Madrid go into the second leg at Anfield 3 weeks from now in March with a 1-0 lead. And that's a big 1-0 lead against a team like Liverpool. But guys, let's not forget what Barcelona did last year. Went to Anfield with a 3-0 lead and lost the game 4-0. So the Liverpool fans are going to keep reminding us it ain't over until the fat lady sings. It ain't over. So, in terms of stats in this game, because everything so far has been straight off the top of the head. I have notes here and everything, guys, and I haven't even taken a look at the notes, and that's how much I was actually into the game. The other game I wasn't really into that much, but I was actually waiting for big moments to happen in that game so I could react as well. So I did see the goals, brilliant, brilliant goals, which I'll get to. But in terms of stats here, guys, hear me out, please. Hear me. Atletico Madrid, 7 shots at goal, 2 on target, 1 goal, 27% possession. They parked the bus. Simeone plus 11 plus 3 subs. They were all Greyhounds. They parked the bus. And Liverpool weren't able to get around. They weren't able, they unimaginative in terms of figuring out how to get around this Atletico Madrid parking lot, basically. Can't put it any other way. They had 277 passes with a 67% pass accuracy. 11 fouls, 1 yellow card. Only 2 corners. Liverpool, on the other hand, 8 shots at goal, 0 shots on target. 73% of the possession. They had the ball, but wasn't able to do anything with it. So props to Atletico Madrid. It's called game management. It's not pretty, it's not sexy, but it's effective. Always remember that. It's about effectiveness. It's about results. And these guys are also mentality giants, just the way Liverpool are mentality giants. But guys, the second leg is going to decide this. Of course. Obviously. It is. But Liverpool, 723 passes. They kept the ball well, passing it sideways, passing it backwards. When they tried to go forward, foiled. Atletico Madrid had 10 outfield players behind the ball almost every time. Almost every time. Very, very difficult to cut apart. Very difficult to cut apart, man. If you try down the flanks to Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold, they would attack in pairs. That's how difficult they were. They were very, very difficult to break down in this game. Liverpool had 7 corners, 7. Unable to score. So, wow. What a performance, man. What a performance. Congratulations to Simeone and Atletico Madrid. But I have to say, it's not over. It is not over. I didn't do an official prediction video, like a separate video for this one. But for the second leg, I'm going to do a round 2 video. Because it's on. It is on. I'm telling you, it is on. As for the other match, guys, PSG Dortmund. Dortmund 2, PSG 1. Courtesy of a brace by Erling Haaland in the 69th and 77th minute, and an equalizing goal by Neymar Jr. himself in the 75th minute. PSG pick up the valuable away goal, but they lose the game. And the way these two teams look in this match, I could see a repeat. I could see a similar match in the second leg, and it could this is still open. This is still wide open. It's hard to call. But when you look at these two lineups, man, it was, oh my God. Guys, hear this. Listen to this. For PSG, you had Mbappe, Neymar, Di Maria. Kurzawa, left back. Marco Verratti, who will miss the second leg too, yellow card accumulation. Idrissa Gueye. Thomas Meunier, who will also miss the second leg because of yellow card accumulation. I'm not sure if Neymar and Idrissa Gueye will miss it because of yellow card accumulation. Did not actually see anything show up saying that. Kimpembe, Thiago Silva, Marquinhos, Keylor Navas. What a team. With Sarabia coming off the bench. One change. PSG, Thomas Tuchel, you only made one change. So you're telling me, you telling me you couldn't throw on an Icardi on a Cavani in this game? Wow, 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 wow. In terms of Dortmund, Berkey had a lot to do. Berkey had a lot to do. Pulled off a few big saves. I could remember that save he pulled off from Kylian Mbappe. That one stood out the most. Piszczek, Hummels, Zagadou. Experience mixed with youth at the back, with Hakimi and Guerrero on the flanks. Emre Can and Witsel to do the dirty work in the midfield. Sancho, the assist king. Haaland, the new phenomenon. And Torgan Hazard up top. Off the bench for them came Schmelzer, veteran in Schmelzer to manage the game at the end there, and Giovanni Reina, the young American sensation who picked up an assist for that second Erling Haaland worldie. That was a worldie. That was what you call a worldie. And for the people who are saying that Erling Haaland is overrated, what do you think now? What do you think now? But guys, I don't want to get too in-depth in this one. Even though I saw the match, it was not my main focus on the date. The Liverpool Atletico Madrid was my main focus. But I'll just throw in some stats for you. Borussia Dortmund, 12 shots at goal, 3 on target, 2 in the back of the net. 47% possession, 538 passes with an 87% pass accuracy. 12 fouls, 13 fouls committed, 1 yellow card picked up. As for PSG, 10 shots at goal, 3 on target, 53% possession. It was a 50-50 affair. It could have went anyway. And as I said, the second leg could be the same. 615 passes with an 89% pass accuracy, 12 fouls committed, 4 yellow cards picked up. And as I said, 2 players for sure will miss the second leg. And that would be a big blow for PSG for sure. Definitely a big blow for PSG. So that's just my thoughts on both matches. I want you to let me know yours in the comment section down below. I don't want to make the video any longer. I spoke about the Liverpool Atletico Madrid match long enough and briefly shed some light on the other game, which played simultaneously as the Liverpool Atletico Madrid fixtures. But we were definitely treated with some awesome matches today. Guys, I chose to go in selfie mode today because I didn't really, with the adrenaline flowing right now, I just wanted to pick up the camera and just talk to you guys while it's fresh in the head. I didn't want to do no type of editing or nothing. Only editing I'm going to do is to make a bomb thumbnail for this video. So guys, let me know your thoughts on the game. Let me know what you think will happen in the second legs. I will let you know in a future video. But we had 2 crackers on our hands today, and we are going to get 2 more brilliant games tomorrow when Tottenham hosts RB Leipzig, a Tottenham Hotspur with a Heung-min Son, let's just put that out there, and Atalanta play host to Valencia. I don't know if I'll be able to catch both of those games simultaneously because Man City do play West Ham United tomorrow, so it's going to be a tricky day tomorrow, but I'll come up with something. Believe me. Guys, if you never check out cardsplug.com, please do so. Get one of these cards for yourself as, something to actually remember your football journey by. Just go check out the site. All the links will be in the description box down below. If you choose to get something, use the coupon code Dominic Rich FC to get yourself 20% off for a limited time only. Guys, if you're new around here, consider hitting the subscribe button, smash the thumbs up button. Go and check out my reaction to all the goals today. And until next time, thanks for watching. Peace out. Rich?